Is the Ethereum ETF about to get approved? Why can't Bitcoin stay above 70,000? Which new altcoins have a lot of liquidity on exchanges right now? What are people trading? These are all answers I'm about to get into. I did an entire day, my entire day. I did all this research and I'm going to rapid fire it, compact it all into this one single video. So let's get into it. First things first, my exchange of choice is Phemex. All right. And when you're on Phemex, you want to go over here. You want to click on this to see the coins that have volume. All right. Some people, you can quick get in and out of trades really fast when they have a lot of volume, especially larger trades. Right. So, if you want to look at the altcoins that have volume, if you want to eliminate the top 10s, you want more volatility, look at WIF, Doge, Pepe, REZ, new. What is that? What is REZ? What is not? What new? Not. What is that? So I want to get in and explain some of these projects that are ripping. But first thing is first, we have to talk about the Ethereum ETF. Is it getting approved? Apparently, allegedly, the SEC is preparing to approve the Ethereum spot ETF. There's a lot of headlines on it. Personally, I think it goes against everything Gary Gensler and that team has done, that administration has done since their coordinated attack against crypto. It goes against everything they have been working up to. This other article here basically saying it's leaning towards the Ethereum spot ETF. And here's little details. Where is it that? However, even if the SEC approves the initial 19B4 filings this week, it does not mean that the ETFs will launch at the same time. The agency has yet to provide their feedback, some issuers, on their S1 filings, another part of the ETF launch. But look at this. Look at this. Fidelity has updated their Ethereum ETF application. Fidelity Ethereum ETF has updated its S1 filing. So it looks like Fidelity's trying to get in early on the action. So what does this mean for the chart for Ethereum? 2-hour chart, we had this insane pop up yesterday. Boom. We're talking, 34% in a very short amount of time. But now we have this support resistance level here, right? Where's the support resistance level? About 37.36. We zoom in to the 12-minute. And Ethereum is fighting at this level. It lost it. It got it. It lost it. So, 37.36. That's the first level that I would keep an eye on. If for you shorters out there, you want to watch the loss of the local, that little low there at 36.35. And then local high is around 38.37. If you need to run those numbers back to set those alarms, those would be the scalp levels to go off for Ethereum. Going over to Bitcoin. You see all these circles here. Big support resistance at 69.9. Bitcoin just can't manage to stay above 70. I know, talked about this on the live stream, like right here, all the times it got above 70. This was like 4 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 1 day, 1 day. Like it just can't stay above 70. All right. And it's really unfortunate. But at the same time, there is a lot of room for trading here. These things just don't go up straight directly. It happens slowly over time, and it is going to kind of staircase up. We can appreciate that Bitcoin is in a bullish structure, hence these little pink uptrend lines here, and that it is, now that it lost 69.9, the next target, if Bitcoin is to continue down, is 67.2. So certainly make sure you have your eyes on these two alarms. Like, can Bitcoin trade between here and here? Yes, it can. But the big move will happen when it breaks out of one of these directions, which is why you need to set an alarm at 69.9 and an alarm at 67.2 and react to the market. All right, so now the narratives with the Ethereum ETF might get approved. People are already talking about Solana being the next in line after Ethereum. Not only that, Solana is at the top of the charts on the Apple App Store, with the Phantom wallet being third place in Apple's utility category. This is unbelievably bullish for Solana and that entire ecosystem. Coming in here, I have the 12-minute chart pulled up here. The past couple days, Solana top to bottom has come up about 11%. So what is this line here? This top line here, this is not support resistance. This is, if you zoom out and go from Solana's top back here in March and connect it to this line and draw this down, that is exactly where Solana got rejected from. So everybody, make sure you draw this trend line connecting these three dots on the Solana 2-hour chart from May 8th, from March 18th, March 31st to the connection yesterday on the 20th. So you want to note that trend line, because if Solana breaks out of that trend line, we can certainly have a lot of conversations about Solana moving up to the upside. There is also some other support resistance here, 179 that we lost, 157 that we've bounced off of 1, 2, 3, now 4 times at 157. So, if you wanted to elongate this level here at 157, set an alarm on this level. If Solana loses 157, which is also support resistance from over here, we could get behind a conversation of going short. Or, it could, just like the scenario with Bitcoin, Solana can trade in between 179 and 157 all day, but the real move is going to happen when it breaks out of one of these. So alarm 179, alarm 157, the real trade's going to happen when it goes one way or the other. So Solana ecosystem, right? Bonk. This is one we've talked about in the Telegram group at length. And I want you to pay attention to where it is now and the levels. It came up, but it didn't get to where it was before. So this level here is a target that we have to keep in mind. Set an alarm at a lot of zeros, 369. All right. Now that we zoom in to local price action, you can see how we nailed some of these trades, some of these moves up in the Telegram group. This one here, the break of 027, this was given to the group after it came down and was in here. Okay, so I know a handful of traders in the group got this move from the break of this up to the top. What we're talking about, 28% in about a day's time. Very nice trade. But now Bonk is in a new conditional range where we have this very top target that we talked about before. We have the local high. Let me draw this here at the local high. Of course, it's not letting me draw it because I'm on a live video. Very nice. Very nice computer. I do appreciate you. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so I can get a better computer. All right. So the local high is at a lot of zeros, 344. All right. And then this level here that looks like we might be bouncing off of is a lot of zeros, 301. All right, so maybe idea of bouncing off of this back to fight local high would be about a 12% move up. We do have a little bit of divergence moving up in the money flow, up in the VWAP. I think that this is probably a spot to go long, but I would still have this alarm set, or maybe set my stop loss right underneath this in case Bonk puts in a lower low and breaks structure. You could get out of that trade without taking too much of a dent. I think that this was the test of the 200 EMA. It's going to come up, reclaim the 50, and continue up. I think this is a long trade on Bonk. All right, with another project that we have nailed on the Telegram group. So you could have originally drawn this pennant like this, touching these lines here, but now the pennant is kind of moving over. By a pennant, I mean higher lows, lower highs, right? So what I'm saying is that if you pull this over, forget about this top one and touch these touches here. Now we kind of have a new pennant, right? It kind of, this idea goes back into relevancy with the touches off of these lines. And you can do that. This one doesn't have to be in the picture. You're just looking at it a little bit differently. So in this case, you can kind of also deduct that if this thing kind of fights for highs here, or even, this local high here, that it will have to break out of the pennant to get there. So you want to have a close eye on these levels. You want to connect these lines, set alarms on those levels. And also for the short, you kind of want to see the loss of the local low, which is around 241. That would really be my cue to go short if WIF lost its local low. This is the 2-hour chart we're looking at, zooming into the 12-minute. This thing has just been ranging. Really surprised that this thing has not moved that much since, all this crazy stuff has been going on. To be honest with you, I think it's a little stuck right now. But if you kind of consider, support resistance from back here, all right, so we got, the touch of this. Also rejected from here, rejected from again. What is this level? The $2.90. So we have WIF in a conditional range from 241 to $2.90. Make sure you alarm that up. Guys, if you want to grab this bull market by the horns and make life trading trades, really, do everything you can to make sure you don't miss out on this bull run, consider joining my Telegram group, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We are now going to have member-only live streams on the YouTube channel that are for it's for the Telegram group where it's only TA, no nonsense, no nothing, and there will be a Q&A for everyone that has their questions. Make sure you watch that live stream here on this channel Fridays at 1:30 p.m. EST. And if you want to join the Telegram group, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Moving forward, we went over WIF already, and also I have this chart for WIF as well, with a couple other levels between 275 previous support resistance and 261, which it is between right now. So be sure to keep an eye on all those levels for WIF. So we talked about on Phemex, there was a couple coins, REZ and NOT, that are like, what are these coins? These are newer coins on Phemex that have a lot of liquidity. Well, first off, REZ is connected to Ian Layer, which is, basically DeFi restaking is what this whole thing is about. Easy ETH restaking, the Ian Layer liquid restaking hub. All right. And Renzo, REZ, is a part of this as a liquid restaking token that, and you think, the Ethereum narrative right now, Ethereum ETF, regardless of direction, this project is about to move with the approval or denial of the ETF, considering how much liquidity it has on exchanges. Just looking at it, it's 365 by market cap. It's a top 20 mover on Phemex in terms of volume. We're talking a market cap of not even $200 million. This thing is going to be volatile. Be sure to use risk management if you're going to consider trading this. But this is the kind of thing you want to have your eye on right now as Ethereum is in the spotlight. So as you can see here on the 12-minute chart, this thing kind of had a rough beginning. It kind of came down the hill. It struggled here at this level that's circled here. I already gave this to my Telegram group, by the way. And then it came up and got rejected from this same spot at 13.7. That same line is where it ultimately got rejected from. So, moving forward, it came down. It bounced off of 12.5 cents and is currently trading between 13.7 and 12.5 cents. Could you trade in between here and here? Yes, you could. But the real move is going to happen when it breaks out or breaks down. This gives you the ability to react to the market, and also look at where this thing is in terms of the volume profile on the lower half of this thing. Say the ETF gets denied, right? Look at this the gap, low volume node in the visible range volume profile. This thing comes down here, loses this level. There's nothing to catch it. It'll probably end up all the way back down here. The point of control is around 11 cents. Around 11 cents. You go from the break of that alarm all the way down here. That's a 12.3% move to the downside. In the event the Ethereum ETF gets approved, it will basically be in discovery mode, just about in discovery mode. It's only a 30% move away back to its local high around 20 cents. So guys, actually, that's not correct. It's more than that. Yeah, it's 57% move back to its high around 20 and a half cents. So there's a lot of money to be made here. Make sure that you're zooming in here, setting those alarms at 13.7 and 12.5 cents. And the next one is Notcoin. Notcoin is connected to Telegram, the click to mine Telegram game. We all know, guys, Toncoin has become a top 10 project in crypto. We're all $22.2 billion market cap. And Toncoin is sticking its neck out and this is on Telegram. This thing has eyes on it. It had a really rough start, but I think that this project sitting right, inside of the top 150, 149 by market cap, with a market cap under 600 million. I'm telling you, it might have had a rough start on the chart here, but I think, a really rough start on the chart. To be honest with you, this thing just came all the way down the hill, but now it has kind of found a floor. It has found its floor at 0.0532. Look at all the times, it bounced off that floor there. It's looking good. This level here, 0.0579, has put up a fight here a couple times, currently lost it. I think that it's going to bounce off the EMA. We do have an EMA cross happening here. I think it's likely we can bounce off this, get back above this level, and get a long in from here to 0.062, which would be a 7% move up. Or, it could end up back in this range. And in that case, either way, right now, it's under this number. So what we do is we alarm that number and alarm this number, and whatever alarm goes off first is the direction we trade. Conditional range trading, you're not guessing, you're reacting to the market and catching the bigger moves. That's what it's all about, everybody. If you want to learn more about this strategy that we've been winning with every single day, join my Telegram group, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Take your trading to the next level. Take control of this bull run. If you went through the last bull run and you felt like you didn't get everything out of it, you felt like, you could have done so much better if you had a little bit of direction, this is what this is for. There's over 120 people in this group, and a lot of them are crushing trades every day. It's the people in the group who want to put in the work, who want to put in the effort, that follow these charts, who set the alarms, who react to the market. Those are the traders that are ultimately winning the most money. Handful of traders in the group have already made more than 6 figures since signing up. There is a lot of potential there. So guys, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure to join, become a member of the channel for only $3 a month. If you want to be in, the Telegram groups, extra live stream Fridays, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Really looking forward to those live streams. And, that's it. That's all I got. Get rich, don't get wrecked. Pay attention to those charts, react to the market, stay safe. Have a nice day. Peace.